Hey, so the First Descendant servers are down, and that's a good thing because they are prepping the update 1.24, which is the mid-season drop for Season 2. This one's going to come with Ines, the new Void Erosion Purge, weapon core unlocks, and much more. We're going to cover the patch notes, so let's skip the BS and jump right in.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
There is an event going on. In good news, this is happening in game. So it's going to go live with the patch on January 15th, and it's going to run until February 12th. This is going to change every 2 weeks. The first phase is going to go through the 29th, and then from the 29th through the 12th. So they're introducing a new token called 2025 tokens that you can use to spend on these items. So we're going to have daily and weekly rewards, complete a mission. So you have 4 regional missions, 2 void intercept battles, 1 void vessel, and 1 research. So all pretty simple. The weekly challenge is huge. So you're going to get 100 tokens by completing these. They're going to change every 2 weeks also. So for the first 2 weeks, you're going to need to complete an infiltration operation. You're going to need to do that twice, and you get 100 tokens. For week 3 and 4, you just need to do a weapon readjustment at least once. And this is all the cool stuff you can buy. So again, the rewards will rotate every 2 weeks. So in the front half, 1 ultimate weapon selection box. So this is going to exclude the special ultimates that are through quests or special missions. This will cost you 20 tokens. You can get an energy activator for 80, 5 decryption keys. These are the things used to open boxes in the void vessel. It's going to cost you 2 tokens. 10 dimension analyzers, 10 tokens. 1 premium crafting box, which contains a bulk of void shards, and then 1 Enzo's supply box. So select 1 material item available in the encrypted vault and get 5 of them, whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is yet, so we'll have to see. In weeks 3 or 4, you can spend the tokens on emotes and cosmetics like back attachments and stuff. Neato. And then these items here will be, you're going to have access to crystallization catalyst, costing you 20 tokens, fine adjustment control axis, precision ion accelerators, regular ion accelerators, advanced shape stabilizers. You have access to boosts, currency like gold or Kuiper. So once you claim these, they're going to go to your mailbox as we're accustomed to. So first up, it's the ultimate weapon core unlock. So this is a brand new system allowing you to make your weapons more powerful and tailor them to your fighting style. So to unlock a core, first you need to hit mastery rank 18 and complete the subquest disseminating response policy to the void anomalies. Once done, talk to the NPC Descendant to proceed. Yeah, this is that useless vendor that's just been standing around this whole time. You'll need your weapon to be level 100. It needs to be an ultimate weapon, and you're going to need a core binder to unlock a core. There's a lot of details here, so look forward to a more in-depth guide showing you how this works and functions step by step. But for now, what you need to know is that unlocking a core gives you 5 core slots, each with a specific type. The type depends on the weapon used. You can equip core items matching the slot types, which determines the options available. From there, you can equip core items matching the slot types, which is going to determine the options that are available. But keep in mind, once a weapon's core is unlocked, it can't be dismantled or sold. So here's a quick breakdown of core options. So you can have firepower, which boosts firearm and explosive attack power, then hit, which increases weak point damage, critical hit rates, and crit damage. You also have attribute, which is going to enhance elemental attacks like fire, chill, electric, or toxic. Tactical is going to improve reload time, mag size, fire rate, and beam rifle charging speed. Precision is going to give you accuracy, recoil, weapon, switch speed, and movement related perks. Special offers bonus damage against specific factions. And then finally, you can have the free slots that can equip any core item with the option determined by the equipped item. Core items come in tiers marked in Roman numerals, with higher tiers giving better effects. You can overwrite existing cores with new ones using a core particle disruptor, but even if you keep the original effect, the materials used are still consumed. Yes, this is RNG, you are rolling the dice. You're going to need core binders, and core particle disruptors are crafted through research using void abyss metal fragments from void intercept battles and infiltration operations. And then core items, especially high tier ones, drop from void erosion purge, which is the new content we just got, with tougher difficulties offering better rewards. Hey, real quick, once you complete the required subquest and talk to that NPC Descendant, you'll unlock the path to enhance your gear with these powerful core options. So they went ahead and added basic attribute damage to certain ultimate weapons. So they didn't say if they were going to go through and update every weapon, but they did these ones, maybe because they were considered underperforming. But this is the list we have so far. So, oh, and by the way, this is additional damage. So if you had like a chill attack mod on a weapon that has fire attack, it's not going to override that. You won't lose damage, you will get both. So these attribute damages are calculated separately and then added to the damage. For fire attack are going to be the Divine Punishment, Greg's Reversed Fate, Wave of Light, and Restored Relic. And then we have the chill attack. So getting that is the final masterpiece. That's great. That's a good matchup right there. Kingsguard Lance, Clairvoyance, Frost Watcher, good matchups. Piercing Light, and then Albion Cavalry Gun. Actually, I think those are all really good matchups because if you think about what Haley's running with, a lot of those match up. Added electric attack, so you have Excava, Volsha, Blue Beetle, and Hammer and Anvil. Looks good enough. For Toxic, you have Python, Fallen Hope, and Sigvor's Proof. The new Descendant, Ines. So Ines has officially been added, and we're all pretty excited about her. So you can acquire her research blueprints, codes, and materials from the Void Vessel on hard difficulty. Similar to how we got Keelan, and Keelan you can now farm on normal mode. Ines's skills, we'll quickly go through this. So she has her passive Plasma Oscillation. So this boosts skill critical hit rate based on max MP, and critical hits on enemies in the conductor state trigger chain damage via dark current, applies conductor status and deals extra damage to enemies already in that state. So that's her passive, and her active is called Chain Lightning. And this is going to send lightning that jumps between enemies to deal damage against a single target. It rebounds between Ines and the enemy for continuous damage. Her number 2 is called Lightning Conductor, and this damages nearby enemies with current coils and inflicts additional damage to enemies in conductor state. They all do that. There's her number 3. It's called Discharge, and this charges electricity and releases it forward for massive damage. If you hold the skill, it charges it further for maximum impact. And then finally, her ultimate is called Snare Hunter. So this throws a plasma coil that creates a thunder snare, damaging nearby enemies at intervals, generates current coils for widespread damage, and puts Ines into a short circuit mode. So this maximizes dark current damage and boosts her movement speed. So her attributes are going to be electric, singular, and tech. So I have a special farming guide just for her so you can get right at her. And she's going to come with 2 skill modules. One's called the Plasma Ball. This is going to generate a plasma ball that blocks attacks and enhances dark current damage. This you can find in Kingston, Slumber Valley, or the Obstructor on hard mode, which you can now do solo, or you can combine modules. Time of the Hunting Hound. So this modifies Chain Lightning for reduced cooldown and stacks damage. So it adjusts Discharge, her number 3, to a forward charge that increases range and explosive damage. You'll be able to get this in Hagios the Haven or Frostwalker on hard, or by combining modules. Super stoked about her. So far, the Descendants have been taking about 3 or 4 hours, give or take. I will keep you updated on how long it takes me to do it. Obviously, this is up to RNG, but I'll give you any tips that I can with the guide I have coming your way. Next up, this one's big, the Void Erosion Purge. So the Purge is new endgame content. It's a new dungeon with 20 increasingly challenging stages. So to unlock it, you have to be at Mastery rank 18 and then complete the quest Disseminating Response Policy to the Void Anomalies with the Descendant Instructor, and then access it via the Infiltration Operations Terminal or the Void Erosion icon on the map. So this is how it works. Start at stage 1 and progress by defeating Vulgus legions to fill the target gauge. Once it's filled, a named boss spawns. Defeat that boss to clear the stage. Completing a stage in under 10 minutes unlocks the next one. Exceeding the time cap, which is 15 minutes, results in failure and no rewards. So public matchmaking is available at stages 1, 5, 9, 13, and 17 to ensure efficiency. And all other stages are private operations. For rewards, the core items drop from defeated monsters and as mission rewards. So the special features and challenges include death penalties, reducing the target time by 24 seconds per death, making progression tougher, so stay on your feet. And then Arcane Obstruction, which is an attribute barrier, is a new elite effect that reduces damage by 81% from the same attribute. Fire for Legion of Darkness, Electric for Legion of Immortality, and Toxic for Legion of Truth. Wow, we're gonna want to have answers for that. So detailed info on Vulgus legions and their effects is available in the stage selection menu. So stage 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 feature elite enemies with crowd control abilities, requiring focus and strategy. Wow, I'm super excited to jump in on this. It sounds pretty good. I think what's stated here, but not very loudly, is it has answers for descendants like Freyna and Bunny, who are just completely overused. And we get a new Colossus in the Void, Intercept, Battle, or Abyss, which I'm stoked for because I'm tired of fighting that Infernal Walker. So this guy's name is Defiler. He's a toxic attributed Colossus. So you're going to need to reach mastery rank 18 and complete the quest, the most powerful Colossus. So here's his features. The Defiler strengthens itself with Abyss symbionts, which are those pylon things. These are vulnerable to electrocution effects. So he enters this void reflex mode, charging like a bull. Look out for that. And electric attacks are highly effective against him, so focus on using them instead of regular attacks. There have been updates to rewards. So the Void Intercept battle rewards at the ETA 0 now include Defiler themed skins and back attachments. Existing rewards like the Flame Keeper skin and Infernal Walker Colo toys remain available. So Defiler concept rewards can be exchanged using quality certified ETA exchange vouchers obtained by defeating Infernal Walker. So if you have those stacked up, you can go right at it. So Abyssal Colossi will rotate throughout this season, bringing new rewards with each update. So rewards and vouchers earned this season, including for Infernal Walker and Defiler, will reset with the March update. That's 6 weeks out. ETA vouchers will expire at that time. A couple of quick things here. So they made some changes to the special operations in the hard difficulty map. The resource defense and fortress is now located in Echo Swamp. The mini blockade at the White Knight Gulch can now be fought in the Sterile Land. So the difficulty was increased with a more number of spawning elites and increased rewards and experience. They made it so that it continuously spawns elite monsters that were previously spawned at the beginning of the wave at fixed intervals. They added a super saturated solution, an advanced shape stabilizer research material to the loot from hard difficulty special ops. That's right, you can now craft or research advanced shape stabilizers. There's a new support request bulletin. So this is for a better matchmaking experience. So they added this bulletin. You can check the support request list through NPC Ecker and Albion right at the front. And then mission applications will be restricted depending on your progress. Posts will expire every 60 to 120 seconds. Getting some new skins in the shop. Most of these are New Year skins with the exception of the one for Ines, which looks like is called maybe the Thunderstorm body skin, and she also has a red snare skin. They added some bundles and some new premium skins, and then there's some makeup. Lepik gets a tattoo, awesome, and a lot of others get some fun stuff. Common cosmetic item attachments, so lightweight thrusters back attachment, cool, and then Birth of Light spawn. New skins, the Cyber Warrior set, Palace and Spring, Blue Flower, and Blue Dragon. So that's these skins here. These are the New Year skins. Ines has taken over Keelan in the hard mode farming route in the Void Vessel. So Keelan is now able to be farmed on normal mode. So at the ETA 0, they added Sigvor's Proof blueprint to the item list available at ETA 0, and they changed the spawn time. Look at that. They changed it from Thursday to Sunday to Thursday to Monday. That's awesome. And they did that to accommodate for the players that actually aren't able to log in on the weekend. So I think that's smart. So they added a limited weapon shop. This is that Descendant NPC, which is currently or was before a vendor that nobody used. He's going to be available so that you can purchase ultimate weapon blueprints that were previously available only from the battle pass. In this current update, the blueprints for Sigvor's Proof will be available for purchase, and ultimate weapon blueprints for each battle pass season will be added every 6 months. So these blueprints you can purchase with support coins, which are earned by completing matches and infiltration operations through other infiltration support, so rewarding you for helping out the community. So on normal, you can earn 2 support coins. On hard, you'll get 5. The Descendants have been updated. Let's start with Volby, or Ultimate Volby. So they changed the skill to recover MP constantly while she's on water. And for Bubble Bullet, so the range of the Bubble Bullet has been increased, and its explosion radius now grows with each bounce. Oh, that's cool. It progresses. So from 1.5 meters up to 3. Neat. Plop Plop. Transition to another motion after using the skill is now faster, so that still exists. Cleanup, they added the ability to jump while using the cleanup skill. That's huge. I think all the Volby people are going to be loving her ability to traverse the map now. Laundry Bomb, the big cannon. So they changed it to allow for faster firing, and laundry bombs can now absorb other laundry bombs to grow larger and deal more damage. The cooldown went from 30 seconds to 110 seconds. The MP cost went from 40 to 65. The max bullets went from 3 to 15. And then, yeah, okay, I get it. So the laundry bomb, they increased the bullets from 3 to 15. That's why the cooldown has gone up dramatically. And also why the continuous damage went down, because you're now able to use the second bullet fired to absorb the first bullet fired, and so on and so forth. So it would get probably too ridiculous if they left it as it was. Okay, it's all making sense now. So the more rounds they add, then the increase in cooldown, and then they have to adjust the damage if that type of skill lingers. So water play cooldown goes from 10 to 8 seconds, and then what did they do to the range? Increase the range, cool. So tidal wave, they added the ability to jump while using the skill tidal wave, very nice. Increase the collision area due to skill effect range. And then singing water, they changed the seduction of water sphere to explode when it disappears, and then they added some damage and range. So the cooldown is increased from 60 to 70 seconds, and the max bullet from 3 to 5, the duration from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. So they added the explosion damage, which is huge numbers. So almost 1,000%. Jaber, okay, Jaber. I hope he's good, man. They removed the turret retrieval motion, which is good. And turrets can be resummoned without having to retrieve them, and resummoning a turret removes the existing turret. So basically, you can replace it without dismantling it. That's a big deal. Everything's just going to happen faster, so more uptime. And then his multi-purpose gun, it now creates a blast area, so it's an explosion. So you don't have to be as precise when you need to enhance your turrets. It also deals damage to targets within 3 meters of the impact. The magazine capacity has been increased, thank God, from 3 to 12. Hitting a turret with this gun is now going to create a turret zone and recovers the turret's HP simultaneously, regardless of the turret's state. So medical compulsion, which is a mod, they improved the turret sync effect to increase defense when this medical compulsion module is equipped by 50%. For those Luna fans, her gameplay has been made more accessible. The build up to her abilities has been shortened so you can activate her skills faster. Notes and music now only change during enhanced skills, making her easier to manage in combat. She can also move and jump while using enhanced skills, giving her much better mobility. Skill effects are now impacted by skill duration mods, and adding a layer of customization, and the penalty for missing notes has been reduced. That's probably good for me, at least. On top of that, the noise surge skill has been buffed for more impactful damage. Reactors, they added the electric tech reactor condition to the reactor difficulty reward, the rotation reward. So in Echo Swamp, for example, in Derelict Covert, they changed fire singular to electric tech. Very nice. And then in White Knight Gulch, the hatchery, hate going there, from chill dimension to electric tech. UI, UX, so they added a copy-paste module loadout feature. So if you want to make a second build for your character like Ines, you can copy all of your modules from the first build to the second build and then just modify the build from there if you like. They reduced the cooldown of the Fellow's auto dismantle items ability based on the Fellow's level. Between level 1 through 4, his cooldown is 180 seconds, and then once you reach level 30, it drops all the way down to 120 seconds. So they made some balances to Intercept battles so that the Obstructor and Frostwalker can now be done solo. Tons of things on the miscellaneous list, but one of them is that you can hide the weapon on your Descendant's back. So go to the escape menu and then options, screen, and then display settings. And if you noticed your fellow teleporting a lot, they fixed the maps to reduce that frequency. I'm sure you're going to be happy about this. They changed this fear mechanic of some of the commander monsters in certain missions to the extermination mechanic, and there was a lot of them. The memory usage across all content has been optimized, hopefully for more smoother gameplay. Here's one. They fixed an issue where Volby would deal abnormally excessive damage when passing through a Colossus after using the skill tidal wave. There will be a link to these notes in the description area below. So let me know which update you're looking forward to most, and I will see you on the other side when the game goes live. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Tuxedo Bandido, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on the good stuff I have coming for you. And if you like content like this, be sure to check out the video I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you would like me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make things possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be the same without you.
When you buy or download anything for the First Descendant, be sure to use Tux's creator code to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Wait, did we just become best friends?